Welcome, everybody, to Saves Together, a podcast about playing games together. Whether that means co-op or passing the controller back and forth or just playing the same game at the same time, it doesn't matter how. It only matters that it's together, because if you game together, that's not it.
Why not?
It's if you save together.
Oh,
Because that's the
okay.
name of the podcast, Saves Together. Whatever, it's what episode is this?
I don't know. 4?
This is episode 4. I can mess up the intro once in a while, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me try again.
Wait, I liked that.
No, I just mean that one line.
Oh.
Because if you save together, you stay together. How the hell you doing, Grace Novak? I don't like that either. I'm trying new things here on episode 4. I'm not liking any of them.
You don't like saying my last name?
No, that's fine. It was
part
like
of my brand.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Grace Novak,
Hey,
my
Craig
lovely
McGowan.
co-host. Wait, sorry, I had to say lovely co-host.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Start over.
And now to introduce my lovely co-host is me, Craig McGowan. But then oh God,
This is the worst podcast we've ever done.
it's only episode 4, so that ain't bad, man. Hi.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
It's all right.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
I'm excited to talk about our game today.
What game are we talking about today?
Mario Odyssey.
That's the most current game we've done so far in this epic history of 4 episodes.
Of Saves Together.
What are you up to, oh captain, my captain of the ship?
Well, Xenoblade 2 just came out
Yes.
yesterday. We're recording this on December 2nd. So I haven't started playing it yet because I'm trying to finish another RPG that I'm playing.
Which
because
is?
Trails of Cold Steel, the number 1. The first one on the PS3. And I
There's-
know if I start Xenoblade, I'll never finish it. So
There's a Trails of Cold Steel 2?
And 3.
Like, are
it's
they
a
called
trilogy.
that?
Yes.
Wow.
Because they're all part of the same story.
I'm surprised it's not like, Trails of Cold Water. You know what I mean? Like
But-
Symphonia of Time.
Well, they have a Trails in the Sky, and then
Yeah.
there's 3 of those. So that's like, yeah, that's like
These
just
are
the
the
naming
Cold Steel.
convention.
Is the Cold Steel relevant?
Yeah, because they use blades.
Oh, nice. Sick.
What about you? What are you playing?
Well, you already said it.
Yeah,
You already
got
spoiled
Xenoblade
it.
too.
That's all I'm playing. I hate his pants. All right, if you're listening out there, Monolith Softworks or whatever you call yourselves,
Monolith Soft.
if you're listening, Mr. Monolith, can you just patch the game so his pants are either complete inside the little jugs or maybe the jugs just aren't attached to his hips? It just looks so dumb.
I like them. I think it's fun.
Well, hey, let's get right into it because you're excited. I'm excited. We're all excited.
Everyone's excited.
Mario Odyssey?
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey was released October 27th, 2017. It was developed by Nintendo Entertainment Planning and Development, Nintendo
What?
EPD.
Oh, okay.
It was
Can you just
published
say
by
Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Oh,
No, because it's specifically they're developed.
gotcha.
They
Sorry.
developed it.
Sorry to
Come on.
interrupt. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Let me do my job, spitting the truth facts. And it's only available on the Nintendo Switch. Right? Yes. It's not on Wii U.
Correct.
I don't know why I thought it was for a second. I panicked. So there's a co-op mode, but obviously, unlike the last 4 episodes, or 3 episodes, it's not really like a leveling up RPG type co-op thing. So when we get to the co-op factors, which is my favorite part of this podcast, a lot of them aren't going to apply, but I'm still going to ask them as if they do apply.
Okay, that sounds fine.
So Mario Odyssey, what kind of game is it? What's the genre?
Wait, you didn't say when it came out.
I did. I said it came out October 27th,
Oh,
2017. That was the first.
shit.
That was the first thing I said.
Slice and dice.
You know what? You're not the secondary captain.
I tuned out for a half
You're not the
second.
secondary captain anymore, dude.
I am.
No, you're just a guest.
Wow. Okay, just for this one.
You're
I'll
just a
come
guest.
back
Okay,
as
let's redo the intro.
No.
Welcome everybody, Save Together. And this is my lovely guest.
Grace Novak.
Where can people find you?
But I'm looking forward to be promoted to secondary host. Thank you very much.
And she will be if she just listens the whole time.
I'm gonna listen the whole time next time.
Okay, Mario, let's get into it. Jingle. Mario came out October 27th, 2017.
Yes.
See?
What about it? what about it would you like to know? I'm the expert.
Oh,
I've beaten the game.
well, I thought we just... Oh, I beat... Okay, all right. Stop,
I've beaten
pause.
the game. How many moons do you have?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. How many moons?
Seriously,
How many
don't.
moons?
I don't remember. I want to say it is near 400. I think it's a little over 400.
And I think I'm a little under 300.
Okay. You're
But
bad.
we have not gotten to 500 Dark Side of the Moon thing, right? Or is Dark Side of
No,
the
I
Moon...
have Dark Side of the Moon.
No, when 500 is Challenge Road or something. I swear I heard
You know
people.
these things?
I heard people talk about the Challenge Road.
Wow, you got spoiled. Post game spoiled. I don't know
really
if I'm
care.
gonna go back and like get more moons yet. I want to, but there's a lot of games, man.
So I didn't have Xenoblade at the time, but when I went home for the holiday here in America, Thanksgiving, I brought Mario. I had Sonic Forces also. I guess I should have mentioned that in the little intro where
Oh
we
yeah,
say
you
what games.
beat Sonic
I
Forces.
played Sonic Forces, beat it. I guess there's a reason I didn't mention it. So then I put Mario back in for the remaining part of my trip, and I only got like 6 or 7 moons. Like, not because it was hard or something, just,
Yeah.
I more enjoyed just like jumping back in, throwing the hat, jumping on the hat, and being like, oh, nice, this game's good.
I think for me it's just a little overwhelming. Like there's so many more moons to collect. And the fact that you can buy your way up to 999, which I think
Wait,
is the
what?
top level of moons you can get.
Oh,
Is
wait, what?
999.
You can buy it?
You can buy as many as you want from the store.
For how much?
I think it's 1,000.
1,000 each moon?
No, I think it's 100.
100 each moon.
I'm not really sure. I can't confirm on that
Whoa.
one. I think it's 100 each moon. But it doesn't even matter because you're not
What?
getting the moons that are collected around, but it does matter because it counts on your balloon. So to me, that's like, as a completionist, very upsetting. I don't know why. It just,
Yeah.
it's upsetting to me because I'm like,
God.
I don't know, like, I could just show a picture of my balloon with 999 and not have gotten any of the real moons.
You may not have even gone to Cascade Kingdom.
Well, you probably did. Because I
Oh.
think you have to beat the game to buy unlimited moons.
Fine. You didn't even bounce on a silver block thing.
Yeah, maybe you didn't.
What? Did they explain it all? Like, why that silver block thing happened?
It's just like the mystery of
Ooh,
Mario.
the mystery of Mario
It's like
podcast.
yeah. Anyway, what's going on?
All right, so let's go down the list of the factors of the co-opness for the co-op mode and ignore almost all of them. The type of co-op: couch, online, split screen, same screen.
Couch co-op.
Couchy split screen,
You have to have
not
someone
split screen.
else
Couchy,
there.
couch, same screen. What's the controls like? What's the control scheme?
I don't. You can use any. You can use either like the Pro controller, or you can use one of the Joy Cons, or you can use like 2 Joy Cons of your own Switch. I think
We played with just each
we
one.
played with each one
had
having
one
one
Joy-Con,
Joy-Con.
which
Isn't fun.
no, that's not fun.
I don't like playing with one Joy-Con for anything. Basically, I mean,
Yeah.
snipper clips we did.
That wasn't awful.
Yeah, no, snipper clips
Which-
was fine because you didn't have that much things to do.
We
You
should totally
snipped. Yeah, I know. I thought about
Sidebar.
that,
We
yeah.
should totally episode snipper clips.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's
Wait, we should buy the new
Yeah,
DLC.
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was the production minute. Back to the game talk. Get back to the sick conversation. For what I was gonna say, because I'm excited about snipper
The
clips.
Joy-Con, how we control.
Oh yeah, so playing with Joy-Cons, honestly, I think I'm gonna talk about snipper clips. I think it works for that because it's a 2D plane. It's
Yeah.
just left and right and rotate. You're not really doing much, but Mario's kind of got some advanced maneuvering
Techniques,
and stuff. So I wasn't really, I don't know. And I have small child hands, right? So when people complain about the Joy-Con, it's really not that bothers me. It's just like
For me, it is that bothers me. I don't
Yeah?
like how small it is.
it doesn't.
I
don't
prefer
know.
to play with. I bought the Switch Pro controller and I really like it. And I've been playing all my games with that. I rarely take my Switch off the dock, and that's only when I'm traveling.
And I frequently take it off the dock. In
Yeah.
fact, it has not been docked since I got it.
See, choices.
That's what's great about this system.
Yeah.
Shared loot. Yes, because
No,
there's
yeah.
moons, and if you get the moon, I get it. So
It's
you
a
shared
very
it.
limited
No.
co-op
Yeah,
mode.
it's not really.
You're not even your own character. You play as Cappy.
Plus, I mean, this is on the list just because it's on our factors list, but there's gonna be a lot of games out there that don't have loot, so no, nothing to share really. But the hat can collect things for you.
Yeah, the
Like-
hat can collect its own coins.
So the way it works is like, I'll be Mario and you are the hat.
or vice versa.
Yeah, and the hat literally can just be out,
As
just
long as it
doing its own
wants.
thing as long as it wants, which I
It's
don't know.
cool, but you really don't have a lot of like
Space
gameplay.
and space to get away. You're
Yeah.
kind of locked to where I am.
It's not like it's more of almost like a watching. Okay, so I compare this to how in Mario Galaxy there was this similar mode where you could be a Wiimote just pointing and clicking and gathering stars on the
So-
screen, but it's a little more. There's a little more agency than that version.
With that agency comes a little more annoyance.
Right, for the
because
Mario
it's like,
player.
hey, can you just let me jump on you? Like,
Can you come back? And I'm
can
like,
you come
no,
over here?
fuck
Like, no,
you."
I'm touching this little wiggle worm or whatever. I don't know what their characters are called. Is the XP shared? No XP. It's all about leveling up in real life, getting your Mario skills up in the real world,
Uh-huh.
not just a number on the screen.
Real world Mario skills.
Well, like, when you get good at moving the guy,
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I do the jump combo
The jump.
now. Always.
Which one do you do?
Ground pound,
Ground pound, jump,
throw cap, dive.
dive at cap.
Spin.
What?
I haven't done that before.
Oh, you
But
lying.
I've seen
You
it.
out here lying on
I've
a
seen
podcast.
it done, and I want to try one day. That's what I'm working up to.
Yeah, I like the ground pound jump, but there's also the triple jump. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
When
triple
you
jump and you go
walk, jump, jump,
which
jump.
takes more skill because you have to.
No, it
you have
doesn't.
to plan. Yes, it does. Listen, you have to plan where that third's
Only
coming
if
from.
you're like you, who has played limited 3D Mario games. I've played almost every
Oh,
Mario game.
Wait, we're not. Hey,
I just want to
hey,
say.
you're jumping ahead to the next part of this segment where we
Triple
talk about.
jumping ahead.
Oh, we should just skip the factors now. That was so good.
Thanks.
But we're not gonna.
Okay.
We're gonna back flip to.
Yeah, backflip.
There's a backflip.
He does
in
a
that game,
backflip,
Right?
yeah.
We're gonna backflip to if there's friendly fire. Can you hurt me? I don't think so.
No.
You could purposely move out of the way as I try to jump on you, and I could fall off the level.
Yeah, I could like indirectly hurt you.
Um.
I could also call you names.
Ooh, and that does hurt, folks.
Words hurt.
You know what?
Okay.
If you're out there listening, let's slow down for a second.
Say
Friendly fire in real life, it hurts.
it hurts.
Bullets, words, they're the same thing
No, they're
in
not.
the grand scheme of things.
They're definitely not the same thing.
Is it a separate mode or a full mode? I think you can just
Well,
jump
it's
into
in the
it.
same. Yeah, it's jump in and jump out.
Yeah. Progression, things to unlock. No, just like the Mario suits and
You're
stuff.
basically under control. Like everything Mario does is what you're doing. So everything Mario unlocks is what you're unlocking. You don't have like separate.
I mean, there's progression in the sense of the whole game. Like you're playing the game together, the single player game
Right.
that you're just playing together.
Right.
Drop in, drop out. I think you just have to like hit start and select change mode.
Yeah.
Or you have to go back to title to do that, but it will pick up right where you left off. But it's not like pick up the sticks and press start and it pops you in. I still don't know why this one's on here. Playing with random people? Question mark.
No. I mean, I can invite a
What?
random person to my
then
house.
So then I wrote on my notes. What?
It's like in how in
talkative,
MMOs.
helpful. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I
do
meant
play
by
with
that.
random people.
So yeah, no, there's none of that. It's just the two people, just the two of you. Difficulty in co-op.
Just the two of us. Sorry, I just wanted a
sing
song moment.
Break it down.
Difficulty?
I would say it's more difficult.
Some would say less.
You probably get used to it, but boy, it was so frustrating.
It might be fun if we really didn't play for very long because we both wanted to actually play the game. And if you're just playing as Cappy with one other person, you're kind of just going along with their adventure. It doesn't feel like you're a full character in your own adventure like it does playing Mario. But I think if you just were interested in just hanging out and not really interested in the game and playing as Cappy, you could make some cool strategies, getting really high or doing big jumps. I've seen videos of like people doing even bigger jumps with two-player with Cappy.
Why?
Because he can keep, how Cappy, when you're doing first, you throw him, he comes back after you dive on him. You can keep going out. So every time you dive, you just go out on your own and you can get really far.
Cheaters. Someone's out there
it's not
cheating with both sticks, like in there, like both Joy-Cons separated. Watch speedrun like that.
I know, I'm excited for AGDQ.
Yo, and they do like a one-person, two-person run. You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for it.
I've seen people suggest like, oh yeah, it's fun to play. Like if I had a daughter, like give the daughter the thing to control a hat. But dude, I don't know. Like it was hard to do with you, and we can like it's like, hey, can you please come over here because I cannot like do this. Maybe you just get super used to it, and we were already.
It's probably easier if one other person is less committed to the game. If they're they're just along for the ride, then they're gonna do mostly what you say as Mario.
And maybe they'll let off the stick for a while.
Right, they'll just drop out, like go get a sandwich.
Well, I was just gonna say, just watch.
Right,
just watch until they're needed, rather than like you were just like, I'm going over here, and I was like, but I'm going over here.
Right, because I actually wanted to play the game, and playing as Cappy didn't feel like playing the game to me.
You know what we should have done? But we both pretty much could tell we didn't like it. We should have switched. You be Mario, I be the hat. And see but I
don't know if that
don't
would
think,
helped. Yeah, because we both we're very interested in the game, and it was like we just wanted to try the mode to see what it's like.
Competitiveness of the co-op. Yeah,
just being annoying to each other. Besides
right, which
that,
isn't even
so
to
it's
me
not competitive.
Yeah, in fact, it probably is one of the most like work togethery ones we've done so far. Because if you don't work together, like we've been saying,
you can't get nowhere.
And strategy/tactics. Did we use any? Did we discuss stuff?
Not really. We didn't play long enough to, but I know that there are people out there that, like I said, can develop a strategy using Cappy and Mario, and it might be fun that way.
That's cool. I like that. So let's get into our own personal fun times with the game, not just these factors. Let's talk about our experience.
So I think another thing about co-oping games, even if it has a co-op mode and we're not really using it, is just like being around each other, playing together, or playing around the same time. So you can like talk to your friend about how far they are and what moons they've found and like what experiences they've had. And that's kind of part of our cooperative experience. So I include that as like
Yeah.
a co-op
Yeah.
mode.
That's
So
like, I think in the intro,
yeah.
I mentioned just playing the same game at the same time.
Right. So that's definitely an experience we had because we both were like playing the game around the same time and close. I think I beat it before you.
But not by much.
Just like a day or two.
And just because like I was working and you weren't that day.
Right.
We stayed pretty close, and it was fun to be like, oh, how do I get that one? Or like, hey, I'm looking at my list here. I'm supposed to have one over here.
Right.
Did you find this one or not? And because there was 1,000 moons, generally, I mean, you get the obvious ones, but there seemed to be some that was like, whoa, I didn't even see that over there. I didn't even know that was a thing. There was one like the chain chomp one, I remember.
Oh yeah, you helped me figure out.
You were like, there isn't a thing here, and it says there is. I was like, just walk right, just go under this door.
Walking.
But there's a lot. The game is great. So the game is great. First of all,
the game is great. I really liked it.
Yeah, but it's definitely. I really like the designs of like stuff like that, where it's like looking over every edge of the level. I was like looking down it to see if there was a little thing I gotta jump down to. I love collecting it. So there was one point where I was playing and you were watching, and I found a painting.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing spoilers?
I think we should.
Yeah. So,
spoilers,
I mean,
kind of.
You probably already know by now, right?
If you don't know, then maybe tune out just in case if you don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Not forever.
Bye, personal person. Come back next episode, or just scrub ahead. But whatever. The Mushroom Kingdom painting. I found that painting. I went in it. Was that the first time? And it takes you to like a little what? That was Yoshi's house.
Yeah, it was Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's house.
Was that the first time you saw that? Did you not know?
That was the first time I saw it through your game.
You had already been there.
No, I saw that first when you
Yes.
were. I was watching you play.
So how did that ruin or help or anything the experience?
Oh yeah, we were talking about this because someone had. When you read an article, it said someone spoiled the game for them.
Yes,
this spoiled
something.
the end game.
Yeah, and it was like the game spoils itself.
Yeah, essentially, it takes you to the world that you get after you beat the game, which is like the N64 Princess Peach's castle, and it's a cool reveal if you hadn't seen that painting. I think for especially people that were really into the older games and played the Mario N64 and Mario 64, so it was like a really cool callback. So maybe I think for some people it was a little bit of a, oh, okay, well, I'm going to end up here. And it could have taken away for them that last moment of Mario waking up on the hill and seeing Princess Peach's castle. For me, it didn't really ruin a lot because I was more excited. I was like, oh, sweet, that's totally going to be a world where we're going to go. But I understand why some people could say, like, well, I didn't need to know about that now.
So I wish I could remember where that painting was hidden. Was it like
it was
pretty hidden?
I don't know. I don't really remember. I don't
it didn't
even know
feel
what
hard
world
to
it
get
was.
to, but
Probably
also
not.
you didn't find it, right?
Was it in the Luncheon Kingdom?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Okay, well, whatever. I don't know.
forget.
But the paintings weren't that hidden. I mean, if you're the kind of person like you who wasn't
Right.
even doing that much searching and you found it, then I don't think it was that hidden.
Sure. But yeah, so then I just think that's funny that like, it's not funny. If it was spoiler, it was a spoiler for you. But I don't know, it showed you, hey, you're going there later, wink. Like, I feel like playing a Mario game, you have to expect, like, Yoshi might show up or Luigi might pop his head in it sometime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it's a little bigger than that. But
It was an interesting choice. I don't think it was necessarily like a bad choice, but
maybe they could have... But wasn't it still cool because you say it was Yoshi's...
it was Yoshi's house.
Which
right? Is like a part
So is
of...
that still like a cool thing? Like, oh my
That's
god,
a cool
this is
thing.
Yoshi's house.
Yeah. But the fact
So
that you could even see...
They should have tried to reverse it maybe. Keep that painting, like, locked, essentially,
Yeah,
until
that's
you
what
get
I
Moon
would
Kingdom.
think.
And then you still have the cool thing of, oh my god, it's Yoshi's house also, on top of
Right.
the fact that it's... But to me, not giving a crap about Mario 64, like, I didn't play it, I
Mhm.
don't know it. It was like,
Whatever,
okay,
yeah.
this is Yoshi's house. It's pretty cool that you go to this thing. I understand nostalgia, so this probably is awesome for people. It was still... I played that before, like, on an emulator, honestly. Like, I had touched Mario 64, but I don't have any reference. So I was just curious if that was like... Did that bum you out that you saw me find
I
that?
don't think so. Not me, in particular.
So what did you like about it?
I really liked the ways that they kind of shook up the gameplay with all the creatures you could possess and all the talents and like different powers like each one had. I love the bird with the pointy nose that you could like climb walls with. That was my favorite.
The Pick-a-Peck.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. Isn't that a Pokemon?
That sounds I think so. That'd be a good name for it. Anyway, yeah, that was great. I really liked the humor and just like lightheartedness and color of the game, which is like most Mario games, which is why I love Mario games and I play pretty much all of them just because they're a good break from the more serious other games I play sometimes.
So, something I like about it is the very diverse set of skills for collecting the stuff. You could beat the game without much challenge, if you ask me. But that's only 250 or something of the moons. Then there's other easy ones, like assemble the Mario sign in, did you do that one? Where you just,
Assemble the Mario sign?
in, oh my god, what's that city? New Donk. In New Donk City, there's literally, like, just Mario, but the, like, the O and the A are switched. You just
Where?
didn't go back, is all, because
Wait,
it's
where's
obvious.
the Mario sign?
It's a huge, massive thing in the middle of the park, so it comes after you beat
Really?
the game. Or I think maybe
did
it's
go back. I guess I didn't see
you didn't bounce
it.
on the silver thing, maybe. So that one's like super easy. You just move them into the word Mario.
Okay.
But then there's some that like some of the 2D ones when you jump into old school Mario. Like I
Really
spent like
hard.
2 hours on one, and like that was just one. You know. So I really like how diverse the challenges were, and it didn't feel like, oh god, I'll never get this done, because it's like I can just go find a different one to do. I thought that was awesome. Do other Mario games have that? Like a very
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Like I remember Super Mario, I think it's 3D Land on the Wii U, which is like one of my favorite Mario games. The last world that you unlocked after you got all the coins in every level, or stars, whatever the hell it was really difficult. And I remember that last level was just like infamous for being extremely hard, but it was fun. Like the
is
very
that
last
level required?
No, I'm saying that was the world unlocked in post game once you
Gotcha.
had beaten the game and once you had gotten all the collectibles. So it was hard to unlock.
Was it called Challenge Road?
I don't think so. Challenge Road, I think, is what they call it in Super Mario World, but I'm not completely sure. Remember the star? You didn't play that game.
Yeah, the star.
Yeah, but I think every Mario game kind of has like and goes for having those harder levels at the very end.
That's really cool. That's
Yeah, it's fun.
That's an
Gives you a
interesting
reason
thing.
to keep playing.
yeah, because the game controls pretty well. Like you feel like you can really control Mario. Though I had some issues with the camera, the way, and this just falls back on like my inefficiency with the camera controls. There'd be some times where I'm trying to jump a gap or something, and because my camera's not perfectly 90 degrees from the jump, I'm holding the stick wrong and I fall. Like, you know, did you ever run into that, or is that literally just me?
No, I did. That
Okay.
happened to me a couple
And
times.
obviously that's not something that's on Nintendo. That's just, you got to get used to it, right? You got to remember like, hey, I'm not, but there was a lot of times for me where I was just like, oh, screwed that up because I wasn't angled right, so I misjudged a jump or something. How do you feel about the Goomba stacks?
I loved them.
They're the best part of that game.
You like them the best.
They're the best part of that game.
Why?
I don't know. I love
I do love
stacking Goombas,
stacking
and then you go
Goombas.
see that pretty Goomba, and you just
Yeah.
like want to be friends, and they say yes, and oh my god, it's the best part of that game. I don't know why.
I
Just
really like stacking Goombas.
stacking
It's
Goombas.
very
If-
satisfactory.
If they make a Toad's Treasure Tracker, but like a Mario's Goomba stacker, I will play.
That'd be a fun game.
So, is there anything that you did not like? Anything major? You
Major that I didn't like?
You can also talk like little trifles. Is that the
Someone,
word?
I was reading something that I felt, I don't remember where it was, a Kotaku or Polygon, one of those things, where it was talking about how some of the post-game challenges were a little bit repeating, a little bit repetitive, which is a Mario issue overall. Like, there is, I think the Dark Side of the Moon, basically, there is like this challenge where you have to kill all the bunnies again, which is fine, the bunny bosses, but it's in a row and there are no heals. So you have to get through each one of them without healing once. And I have not beat it yet. And
Yeah.
I just got frustrated because I'm like, first of all, it's not very fun because they're not new bosses. And second of all, it was just a little too hard.
You think that's why they put in the ability to buy moons? So it was like eventually you're gonna the only ones you're gonna have left
Well, no,
inevitably will be
because
annoying ones.
I read that gives you a really cool outfit. So even if you
So you
bought the
have to do
moons,
this
like
one
you
no matter
might
what.
want to, if you were a collector
What's
like
the
me,
outfit? Do you?
I don't remember.
Ooh, I might go try that.
It's hard. I don't think you're gonna have fun. I wasn't having fun. Other than that, I
Really?
really don't think there was that much I didn't like about the game.
That's good.
What about you?
There's nothing super major besides. Let me think. Hold on, I'm thinking. Let me recall. Luncheon Kingdom sucks.
I think everyone agrees with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was saying it, you were like, "No, it's wonderful."
I didn't say that.
And then I said, "No,
I didn't
Luncheon
say
Kingdom
that.
is trash."
I didn't say it's wonderful. I said, it's not that bad. But I've revised since I've gone back to
Yeah.
try to collect more moons. I'm like, I hate this fucking lava, man.
Right? It makes you want to. It
Everywhere.
makes you want to call it the Punchin' Kingdom when you just punch things. So you're so fucking mad.
Yeah.
That was good. That was very good.
I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
One thing I did not like is, but it doesn't affect it because you can get around most of it, and it's already been talked about, but let's talk about it again. Forcing the motion controls. You cannot do the vertical hat and the down, like either up or down direction hat attacks without motion controls.
Right.
And
you can do the spin one.
You can do the spin
but
one,
it's
and
slower.
It's slower, but honestly,
Only
not
slightly.
enough. I'm not playing at high enough a level for that to matter, because you can spin the stick and he starts spinning like maybe within under a second. You know, the not being able to do those attacks never came into effect for me. I never had to do them, but just knowing, I have interesting thoughts about this. I think I like that it shows Nintendo maybe would allow games that only work in one mode, basically, right? Like it shows that they're not like stringent to like it must work on TV mode and handheld mode exactly the same. Like something I don't like about the PS4 and the Xbox One X is it's like they cannot have any special mode, right? If it plays here, it plays there. Nothing's different other than frame rate and graphics. But I like that in this sense, it's like, hey, you have to use motion controls. So it's like, you can't just... It was really annoying for me playing in handheld mode with the Joy-Cons mounted to the screen.
Right, because you have to move the whole screen
because I had to shake the whole screen and I could no longer see what I was doing.
Right.
No, it's not that big a deal. But, so it almost felt like Nintendo was saying, hey, and even when you start the game, it tells you, why don't you try using 2 Joy-Cons separated on your TV? It looks like the Wii. Remember the Wii when you turn on and it says like, don't hit your lamp?
Yeah, it was more fun if I had to do that. I mean, like I said, I play mostly docked, so using the controller to do the motion controls was fine. But I didn't. But like you're saying, I didn't have a reason to do it very often, so I usually didn't.
Yeah, so it's a bummer, but I like that it shows to me Nintendo's not afraid to like possibly put out a game that's like, hey, it only works in TV mode or something. I mean, that probably wouldn't happen, but like
why would you want that?
Because that doesn't limit any creativeness at all. Because there's a game, I forgot the name. Voez, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's only on mobile.
Only
right?
mobile touchscreen. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I'm just thankful that they're not stifling creativity in that sense.
Okay.
Where it's like,
that's interesting.
I'm not saying, hey, this game. I don't want a game that only plays on like the Pro controller or something.
Right.
I don't think they would do that. I don't think they'd go that far. Lame. But I like that it's not like docked mode and handheld mode are exactly the same no matter what.
Right.
You know, I just from a creative standpoint, let designers and developers try things. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was the only thing I really didn't like was like, it felt, even though it didn't matter, I didn't need to do the attack. It felt like, hey, I want the ability.
Right.
You know, I know I can do it, but I have to like hurt my enjoyment by shaking the damn thing so I can't even tell what I'm doing.
And as far as like our co-op experience, like we were talking about how we didn't really enjoy playing the 2-player. I was reading something recently about a couple that played the game, and the girlfriend in this situation wasn't really into video games like the boyfriend was, and so this was great for her to sort of be introduced to a game where she didn't have to do a lot, and they had more fun because they got to enjoy his hobby together, and she could also enjoy it and not have to put like a lot of skill or effort or time into it.
And I don't know if you ever tried to make someone who doesn't play games with you.
Yeah, it's not fun.
And they're like looking at the floor the whole time because the concept of the camera control stick,
right.
You know.
And I think so. If you're 2 people, either 2 friends or whoever, and one of y'all like
2 mortal enemies. Let's go with
2 mortal enemies, and one mortal enemy isn't interested in games, but this is a good way to introduce someone to a game that you like and share your hobby with them. Yeah. I think if you're 2, like me and Craig both really like games, and so I'm not interested in playing like such a tiny part in a game that I really wanted to like enjoy the full mode. Like I was not interested in playing as Cappy, and neither was he. So it wasn't very fun for us to play the 2-player because of that. But if you're in this situation like I was describing, you should definitely give it a shot.
But it was fun to play next to each other at similar paces.
Right. And talk about it and give each other tips and that kind of thing.
It definitely that was cool too. It was like tips of like, hey, if you hit Y, you roll like Sonic.
Right.
That was like on the first day. I was like, oh, whoa, that's cool. I like that. Let's do the rating thing.
Okay.
Huh? I think you
out
now
of 5
have
stars.
You do out of 5 stars, but I thought you did decimals. Now.
I do decimals,
you
but
do
they're up stars.
One very important decimal place, whereas I have 3 very important decimal places.
Yeah, it depends on my mood.
Okay,
I
what's
think
today?
I'll do a decimal.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 4.4.
Okay.
And that's my rating.
Cool. I'm gonna give it a 4.454.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
it's a little bit higher
game.
than mine. Yeah, it's a great game. Almost the same as mine.
It's a decimal place kind of 10th, whatever. Math, stop. This is not
Plus
the
or
math.
minus 0.05.
Math together is not the name of this podcast.
Math together.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it a lot. It's interesting because...
And he comes from a place where he hasn't played a lot of Mario games, and I come from a place where I have. So both on either spectrum of people that have or have not played Mario games, it's fun. So that's a good review.
Yeah. I guess I forgot to mention, I enjoy how pick up and play it is, where I've just picked it up for literally, I've had 3 minutes. I was waiting for like, a Hot Pocket or something.
Ew.
And that probably didn't happen. But
Wait, what kind of Hot Pocket was it?
I was just making a funny joke. I didn't.
No, but I know you have recently eaten Hot Pockets.
Well,
I just want to know, what's your favorite flavor Hot Pocket?
the lean pocket pretzel crust with chicken and cheddar and broccoli. All right.
The fact that you even knew that.
It's 400 calories. It comes with
Okay, all right. We're not selling Hot Pockets on this. Hot Pocket, you can sponsor
Hot
us.
Pocket. Shout out to Hot Pocket. Let's move into the news and then wrap up this episode. What do you say?
Sounds good.
So, as I was gathering news pieces for today, 2 things came into my brain.
Only
That's all.
two?
Only 2. One, this is a bit of a bummer of a news segment.
I don't want any. I already hear bummer news every day.
Bummers coming at you. And number 2 is it's less a news segment and more of like a cool co-op games tidbits. Like maybe we shouldn't call it the news.
Co-op. Okay.
Because
we can call
like
it something different.
Because
for that.
also calling it the news implies that this isn't recorded like 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, it also implies that it's new.
So currently, right now, what day is it? It's December 2nd that we're recording this.
Happy second day of Christmas.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
Oh, happy second day of Christmas to you too.
Thank you.
What was I saying?
Cool co-op gaming tidbits.
Cool co-op game news bits.
Okay.
We'll come up with a better name. And maybe we'll just keep calling it the news segment, but everyone, all you beautiful listeners will know that it's probably not like super relevant.
Yeah,
It's just like
Google it.
It's probably stuff you already know or heard, and it's all past already. But the first one, Battleborn, is no longer being developed. Remember Battleborn?
Was Battleborn that game that came out and everyone was like, haha?
It came out
right?
the same time as Overwatch.
That's what I'm saying.
And people kept comparing it. They weren't really the same. I played the beta for Battleborn, and I said,
Right.
whoa,
But people were
never
like,
mind.
Really not happy with the game.
Yeah, and I guess it's cool that it's been at least 2 years, right? Or maybe a year.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I should know that if I'm
It's
gonna bring
cool
the
that
news.
it's been 2 years since they
Like,
came out.
and it's just now not being developed anymore.
Why is that cool?
I don't know. At least
They
they were probably trying a little bit with it. I don't know how
Yeah.
well they did.
It's kind of sad.
That game had some loot problems and some just fun problems.
It bombed really hard, for
yeah.
sure.
But that means I think that probably means Gearbox is full blown working on Borderlands 3. So less of a bummer there.
Yeah.
Not
true.
necessarily news. I mean, they said they are doing it, but
Right.
I don't know if anybody out there still played Battleborn. No
Get
more
off
developments.
now.
I think the servers will still be up. Yeah, get
Go
out.
play Overwatch.
They're not the same game in any way. Don't do
They're
that.
not, but go play Overwatch.
Demon's Souls, the first game in the Souls series that started the craze. The servers are coming down.
I heard about this.
Ooh.
Don't care.
Hey, a lot of people do, and for a game that created such a genre, I guess it's a genre, right?
Yeah.
Like a Souls-like is almost the genre
Right.
name, which is that's pretty crazy. You won't be able to enjoy like a piece of that game now. This game that is a massive importance.
But I think
to
that's just the
gaming.
natural life cycle of a game that has
Only
multiplayer.
Only since whenever they
Recently?
stopped doing like PC games used to be I connect to you, you're hosting.
Right.
So now that you cannot host things anymore, that
Right.
just doesn't happen.
The game developer.
You can't play games anymore, and it's like, hey, this is a big important piece of history. What do we do about it? So that's why
That's
there's like the
interesting
games
thought.
museum stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That if they can figure out a way to even just like a local server that runs, I don't know. That's a different. We could
Yeah.
someday have an episode on that, maybe just for funsies.
For funsies.
But like a side episode because it's not really co-op.
Right.
Co-op museuming. Together we saved this.
We
pamphlet.
saved these games.
But so it had like cool online stuff where like it did something where depending on how many of a certain creature were killed, the effects of the world were different.
Mhm.
So like the more skeleton, I honestly don't remember. I played the game a lot, but it's been 9 years.
I never played
Have you played any Dark Souls?
I played Dark Souls I forgot. All right.
Dark Souls 2
I beat
and
the
Bloodborne.
gargoyles. I beat the gurgru.
The gurgles.
I beat the gurgles, and that's about as far as I went. I think. I'm
I
kind
think
of
they're
annoyed.
cool games,
They're
but
pretty cool. They're fine.
it's just
It's an acquired taste, I believe.
Sure.
If you ask me.
sure. And the final bummer, Marvel Heroes. You hear about this?
Hear about this? You hear about this one?
You hear
guys?
about this one there, Grace?
No.
Marvel Heroes Omega. The
What
servers.
the hell is that?
So okay, it was like
Injustice?
Diablo.
Wait, is it like that MMO with
It wasn't.
Wasn't there an MMO? With
It was like
superheroes?
Diablo, only you were Marvel characters. You could level up your character, get new skills.
Okay, but isn't
there
there
was-
also an MMO with Marvel characters?
There's DC Universe Online,
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
which is not Marvel characters. It's DC.
All right, I got it.
So you didn't hear anything about this?
No.
The saga. They announced, I don't remember the dates right now, but they announced, okay, sorry guys, the servers they're coming down at the end of the year. So that would imply like 2 months left. And it had just launched in consoles only at the beginning of this year. It was a PC game for like 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Then it just came out on consoles, and then they announced, oh, sorry, end of the year. That's a kind of a bummer, but shit happens. Then it just kind of shut down.
Like how quickly after it came out?
Like
on consoles. Like it just recently came out on consoles?
no, like in the beginning of the year it came out on consoles, and then just like before Thanksgiving.
But they said by the end of the year, right?
No, they said it's going till like February or something. They were like, it's at the end of the year. That's it. Here's the
Okay.
last day,
Okay.
December 31st, last day. Then it just shut down.
Oh.
Gazillion, the people that made it were like, we're not. We're sorry, it's done. So
that sucks, especially when you
um,
bought it on console and you only have to play for a year. Is it only multiplayer?
it was online only. Yeah, and so if you spent money, it was free to play, I think, but you spent money to get characters you wanted. If you wanted
Right,
to play
okay.
Spider-Man, you had to buy him or really work hard towards him. So console players probably spent money
That sucks.
and don't get to play anymore.
I'd be really.
I played the
pissed
game.
off.
It was fun. I didn't play a lot of it, but
Yeah.
there was nothing wrong with it. But their deal, I think what happened was their deal with Marvel got severed, and they were
Okay.
trying. They were trying to get something back. So that's why it was kind of like, hey, why aren't you guys talking right now?
Right.
Like, what's going on? And I guess the deal didn't happen, and then they couldn't pay
Sucks.
all the employees. A bunch of employees got laid off.
That's sad.
I don't know if it's all. Hold on.
Hold on, news coming in right now.
Nope, because this is old news even now.
Old
Not
news.
old, but like a week
Yeah,
or two.
right.
All gazillion employees. All gazillion employees.
There's a gazillion of them.
Y'all laugh, and these people live on the streets. These people out there suffering right now.
I hope not.
Yeah. But they don't get their PTO they were due. They don't get a severance package. They just were dropped because they're filing bankruptcy.
How many of employees were there?
Let's see if it says here. It was a couple. It was like, I want to say at least 100. I listened to a podcast.
Damn, that's a bummer.
Yeah, like I said, this is the bummer news segment.
This really is.
So let's escape that. I'm sorry to a gazillion employees and fans of Marvel Heroes Omega. That sucks. That's the biggest
Yes.
bummer of the day. But let's get out of these bummers. Let's get out of here, and let's wrap up this episode. How do we do?
How'd we do?
Yeah, rate
Are
our
we
episode.
reviewing our episode?
Let's review the episode.
Okay, I want to rate this one. I want to rate it a 4.2.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rate it because I don't do that.
Oh wow.
Actually, I'm gonna rate it. Everything I do is perfect. 5 stars.
Okay, I respect that. That's the confidence I can admire.
Thank you everybody for listening.
Keep it sleazy.
Get on out there and play some games together.
Keep it sexy.
Can we work on that still? It's only episode 4, but what should I say in the middle? What?
Be seeing you.
Hey, that's a reference to our YouTube channel, Saves Together,
Yeah.
where we play a game, and you'll hear that reference. Who knows when that gets posted?
Yes.
But what ideally, what do you want me to say when you say keep it sleazy? What do you want me to say in the middle?
Fuck, man, I don't know.
All right, you say. All right, ready? Let's try.
Keep it sleazy.
Oh fuck, man, I don't know.
Keep it sexy. Bye.